Morning guys, I thought I'd just show you a quick video about how I manage and organise my finances. So I like to use paper and pens and highlighters, but you could use a digital planner or tracker if you prefer to work that way. So this is my monthly budget planner. I'm going to open you up to the monthly page, and here I will put what end of the month pay I'm looking at. We're a 2-income family, so I'll put our incomes at the top, add them up at the bottom. On this half of the page I've got the bills that are sort of fixed bills, so things like council tax, mortgage, our electricity and gas, our water, life insurance, car insurance, our TV license that comes out once every 3 months, so it might be zero for this month, but in a couple of months time that will be a fixed amount. Our VPN, our TV package, we have spending money each, our phone bills, our house insurance, we're part of a pet club for some of our cats, our car tax, and we've got a sofa that's on credit as well that we're paying off at 0% interest. And on the right side of the book, these are the bills that we sort of have some flexibility over, or they might change on a month by month basis. So those are travel, food, pets, household, eating out, entertainment, money for my son, miscellaneous spending, and we've also got some money on a Tesco credit card, and depending on finances, that amount that we pay off will vary. It will always be over the minimum payment because we want to get it paid off quite quickly. So travel will include things like trains, petrol, parking, food, self-explanatory, pets, anything to do with our pets, food, cat litter. Household, so kitchen spray, kitchen roll, toilet roll, bleach, those kinds of products. Eating out, self-explanatory. Entertainment will be things like cinema or days out. Money for my son, so that will be his pocket money, and if we need to buy him anything, clothing, etc. And then miscellaneous are all those expenses that we don't necessarily plan for in a month, but we find ourselves that we need to buy that stuff. So I add all these expenses up and put them at the bottom, what that comes to. I then fill out these boxes, so your total income, your total expenses, which is the stuff on the left and the right added together, and then the difference. And the difference I then use over here, and that will determine for that month how much savings I've got, etc. I like to have different accounts for different savings if we're saving for different things. So general savings for anything emergency, household related, or holidays, that kind of stuff. Think about your month, because every month will be different and you might have additional expenses. So I've put some little dots up here. So you might have birthdays, you might have subscriptions coming out that month. So just look forward in that month and what else you've got coming out for this to work, and for you to be able to keep an accurate record and accurate budget that you can then stick to. After this page, you've then got several pages of the same. So this is a weekly expense tracker. And so on the left hand side, you'd put the month and the week. I don't fill in the budget box, but what I do on this page is I write every single transaction from my bank account that week. So petrol, food, everything goes in there. We tend to get online food shops, and that spend might not always be for food. So, you know, I might get some food, I might get some kitchen spray, I might get some pet food. I would then break that amount down into the separate categories and then highlight. So you'll see over here I've used different colours to highlight these different categories, and again I've put them over here. So I would highlight every different category with those colours, and what that helps to do is at the page look to see what you're spending most of your money on, but also when you're adding it up to keep track that week how much you've spent on your different categories. It's easy to highlight and then tick off once you've calculated it, so you can put the total figures in here for that week. going back to this page quickly, once these bills have come out, I also tick those off so I can see how much money at any point is left in my bank account and what other bills I've got to come out, just to make sure I'm on track as well. This part of it I use to add up this week's spending. This part I use to add up this week's spending and any previous weeks, so I keep an ongoing total. And in brackets I put what my budgets are, which comes from this page, so I can see, okay, I spent half my food money already and I'm halfway through the month, or I've gone a bit over, let's try and cut back a bit, have some cheaper meals, etc. And so the other pages are exactly the same as that page, and you just do it on a weekly basis until the end of the month. I hope you found this video useful. Please give me a like and subscribe, and if you've got any questions, put them in the comments section and I'll do my best to answer. Thanks so much.